I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, but if you ask me what I do in the game, I'd say something like raid on raid days, level alt jobs, AFK and Limsa Laminza. But whenever I try to get my IRL friends back into the game, I can never give them a good enough reason to log on, because the stuff I do isn't what they want to do. But I know this game has plenty of content for plenty of different people, but I'm never able to name that content off the top of my head when I'm asked. Come on, I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. Do you expect me to remember all the content in an MMO? No. And I don't expect you to either. So, here's a top 10 list of stuff to go do in the game. I find everybody who plays Final Fantasy falls into 3 camps. Either you hate crafting, love crafting, or fall into the, yeah, it's aight category. That's me. Regardless of what you think about crafters, that doesn't really change the fact that it's damn useful. And right now, it's damn easy to level. If you've been living under a crafting information-shaped rock, there's something going on in Final Fantasy right now called Ishgard Restoration. Basically, the players have to build a new housing area in Ishgard by making items as crafters and turning them in. And the items that you make to turn in are super cheap and super easy to make. Also, turning them in gets you a buttload of experience. So, in summary, it's easier to level crafters right now than ever before. But if you don't feel like grinding every crafter up to 80, that's fine, because there are certain thresholds that are also worth it for minimal amounts of time input. For example, leveling crafters to 30 lets you desynthesize gear, basically tear gear you don't need apart and get back crafting materials that you can sell. It's a great way to make passive money if you're like me and seemingly always broke. Leveling one crafter to 50 allows you to meld your own materia, so you no longer have to get another player to do it, or pay an NPC. And getting all your crafters up to level 70 allows you to repair your own max level gear. Sounds like a lot of work, but right now, it's easy. Palace of the Dead and Heaven on High are the 2 deep dungeons this game has to offer. Several hundred random floors of monsters, traps, and bosses that you can tackle as a group or solo. They're actually pretty decent ways of earning experience points too, but if you want a true way to challenge your versatility in surviving any situation, then I challenge you to solo Heaven on High. That's right, all 100 floors. Who knows, you might get some glamour, titles, and money along the way. Good luck. This game's version of daily quests. Beast Tribes. Pretty simple, you take 5-ish minutes, go to a Beast Tribe camp, do their 3 daily quests, and that's it. Do that enough times and you get some story, if you're into that thing, some experience, if you're into that kind of thing, and maybe a mount, if you're into those kinds of things. Definitely worth doing because, again, it's no exaggeration, these quests literally take 5 minutes out of your day. Go get your retainers set up, dang it. If you come from WoW, the auction house in this game, or market board, is a bit more involved. First off, in order to sell things on the market board, you need to hire a retainer, which is basically a personal manservant who goes out and sells your items for you. Except they aren't just a way to sell items, they also have their own inventory, basically doubling your storage space, kind of like a bank. And they can be assigned a class and go on ventures, basically little phone game missions where they come back with a little item for you, and sometimes these items can be sold for a nice little chunk of change. Nice passive way to make money. Plenty of storage space for your extra items and your own little butler. Everyone should go and get these set up. Just go to a retainer vocate in any major city and get it started. I've made an entire video talking about Eureka and why I think it's great, but to quickly summarize, Eureka is like a mini MMO inside of Final Fantasy XIV, with its own leveling, gearing, and raiding, with a shit ton of cosmetic rewards to collect. Bozia is the same thing, except a bit more relevant since it just came out. Want to know more? Watch this video. But basically, these are fun ways to kill time, get swag, glamour, mounts, and bragging rights. Do the darn MSQ. Listen, alright, listen. I like the MSQ. I do the MSQ when it gets released, and I am upset when I run out of it. And I know that not everyone is like me, but just do the MSQ. That way, when new content comes out, you'll be able to do it with your friends, and you won't be stuck behind an MSQ wall. And hey, maybe then, if you aren't struggling to catch up whenever you do MSQ, and you actually do it when it's relevant, with people you like, who knows? You might enjoy it. Yo, PvP sucks, man. No, but really, PvP is like the redheaded stepchild piece of content in this game. But like, it's actually fun, but you'll never be able to queue into anything because, yo, PvP sucks, is the community perception. But apparently data center PvP Discord servers exist and they hold PvP events all the time. So if you are interested in it, it's out there. Link in the description below. And really worth it because the PvP in this game is almost like a completely different game. And dueling is really fun in my opinion. Ask yourself something. What is the level of content I am playing at? And am I okay with that? Because maybe the next level of content is something you'll like. For example, have you cleared the new raids in Trial? Have you done the trials on Extreme Mode? Have you done the raids on Savage? Have you attempted the ultimate fights? There aren't too many different ways to play your character in this game outside of raids and dungeons. But have you done all the raids and dungeons available to you? Who knows, you might really enjoy it. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, improve your gameplay, and climb up to the next rung. Involve yourself in the community. This has been tied to a couple other things I've already said on this list, but as an MMO, this is the biggest part of the entire game that you should do if you want the full experience. You really need to involve yourself in the community of this game in some way, because the funnest things to do in this game require you to tackle it with other people. Whether it's trying to get into raiding, PvP, role-playing, deep dungeons, watching concerts in Limsa Lominsa, going on hunt trains, the community always provides the best answer to any problem you have in the most efficient way. You should just try your hardest to make friends, both in-game and in real life. They will take you further than anywhere you'd go by yourself. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So, the last point was the most important. Why isn't it number one? Because this is the coolest thing in the game. Blue Mage. Levels the fastest, can do all the roles, has 100-something spells. It gives you the reason to play old content again. It's awesome. It even has its own personal. It's awesome, man. Look at the armor you're wearing. Look at its blue magic. It's got a staff. It's got a stick. It learns spells. You can cast. You can do your spells. It's a community job. It's a solo job. It's Blue Mage. It has the most content. Go play it. Don't level it by yourself. Get your friend to level it with you. Don't level it by yourself. Level it with a friend. It's Blue Mage.